Yes, hello guys, welcome back in my official YouTube channel Agriculture University. And today I present here with that next topic of wheat cultivation, botanical description. Surely we have last time we have left from the botanical description. Okay, so today we will complete in part two botanical description. Before that, cultivation practices of this wheat cultivation. So just without any delay, let's complete the botanical description of that wheat crop. So here description and growth of stages of wheat is given. So let's discuss about the plant of wheat. Okay, what is the morphology of wheat plant? Let's discuss. So plant height is here 0.7 to 1.2 meter tall. Okay, so that height of a plant is given 0.7 to 1.2 meter tall. Discuss about that roots. So wheat produces both seminal and nodal, means crown or adventitious roots. The seminal roots form the seed. The nodal roots form from the lower nodes, are associated with tillers and become increasingly important as the plant grows. Stem and tillers. So wheat has a single main stem plus typically 2 or 3 tillers per plant. The number of tillers tends to increase with the better growing conditions and with a lower crop density. Tillering start at the 3-4 leaf stage, approximately when the first nodal roots can be seen. Leaves. So wheat leaves form at each node and include a leaf seed that wraps around the stem and a leaf blade. So wheat has a small auricles and these wrap around the stem at the point where the leaf seed meets the leaf blade. That is the part. And after that spike, so the spike also called the ear or head and forms at the top of the plant. Spike usually 35 to 50 grains or kernels, and most cultivars have awns, which are the appendages attached to each spikelet unit of the inflorescence, giving the heads of bearded look. And the next and last product of the plant is grain, and wheat grain typically weighs 30 to 60 milligram. That is given example 30 to 60 gram per 100 grams, depending per 1000 grains, depending on variety and growing conditions. Reduced grain size often indicates moisture stress during grain filling. So that all the plants about the morphology of plant, let's discuss with that images. So here's very blur image is given here, but with a blurred image, some we can understood the things, and after that we will move towards the clearly that things. So there is one mature plant is here given. Okay, you are seeing that mature plant. So in the mature plant, the first roots are come. After that, the tillers has been seen 1, 2, 3, 4 tillers is there. Okay, there is a mature plant where that leaf. So that the portion in this plant, okay, this portion is a plant which you are seeing that stalk. So that stalk is the main stalk. Main stalk. This is the main stalk is seen. Okay, it's a main stalk is known as, and where the last leaf, which one the last leaf, so last leaf known as the flag leaf. Okay, this one. After that, this leaf just R and head is kept. Okay, so this is the last leaf, and after that last leaf, which that is the stalk is found. Okay, so that is known as rachis. This part known as rachis, and after that the upper, that is flower head or ear is came, and that is known as head of the plant. Okay. It's known as head of the plant. So there is the bundles of the spikelets are found. Okay, and one grain means where the one grain is situated in that one spike. So it's known as spikelets. And end of the spikelets found at awns. Okay, which is provided a bearded look to the ear or head of this plant. Okay, so let's see this image, and with that images we will understand the things. So if they're given according to the stage, like its first stage here that only one seed is germinating. Okay, so coleoptile is germinated means the first emergence of the seeds. After that it's going the second phase where that stem axis will come and the first roots are came. Okay, that is the first leaf seed is there. Okay, and stem axis is there, and which is the first leaf is germinated. After it's moved toward the third leaf stage, there is 3 leaves are generated. Okay, and leaf, the top portion of the leaf, that is known as leaf blade. Okay, and that is the third where the auxiliary roots are found and auxiliary roots are seen. Okay, because where the first seed is germinated in germinating phase means seedling stage, so where the coleoptile is seen and only the radical means first root is seen. Okay, so after that in the when it's moved to the second phases, so where the auxiliary roots are also seen and the 3 leaf stages means 3 leaf is seen. The next phase, so root apical and meristems are come means auxiliary roots are grown, and after that also tillers are found and shoot axis. Okay, and short apical meristems is there, and fifth leaf stage. After that the more leaf stage and shoot is, and after that is going means from the tillering stage it's towards most of booting stage. So let's discuss the plant morphology here with that green plant. So that known as leaf and its stem and it's a root portion. Okay, so the lower portion where the roots, that is known as roots of the crop and root portion, and upper portion means green portion of this plant, it's known as shoot portion. Okay, root and shoot portion. So in shoot, the tillers have been found and only the one main stalk is found. Some leaves are there. Okay, so which is the portion of the rachis, means that last stick we have already discussed, that last leaf, which is just slightly attached to the flower of this plant or head of this plant. Okay, so that known as flag leaf, and before the means below the head is found that is the peduncle, it's also seen as rachis. Okay, known as rachis, and this is the flower part, it's known as and head. Okay, and it's the main stalk of this plant. So after that, in and head, the lot of panicles, okay, sorry, lot of spikelets are found. Okay, so in one spikelets, that is given that portion of one spikelet, it is found that ons. Okay, and spikelets, that is total part known as spikelets. Okay, and this fruit is developed. In fruits, the anthers is found that, and the below the portion known as glooms, where the lemma is found. So in the seed morphology we will discuss. Okay, so that is total portion known as shoot, and it's the shoot axis. The last leaf is flag leaf, and upper portion is the means flower portion where the spikelets are found, that is known as and head. Okay, and is there the ligule is found, and which is known as flag leaf seed. Okay, so where the leaf is attached, okay, and that is wrapped the stem, so that portion known as seed. Okay, that is known as flag leaf seed. And where that is rare portion, now leaf is emerging. Okay, so the last point where it is attached with that peduncle. Okay, so this area is known as ligule. Okay, is this known as ligule? You can see in this image. So this is the botany and morphology of this plant. Okay, so next is that is structure is given here, that seed. Okay, so that seed, the upper part means upper coat is found on the seed, that is known as lemma, and its below side the found is embryo. Okay, and the inside layer is known as plea. Okay, and after the upper side is, which you are saying, that is pericarp plus seed coat. Okay, elevaron, starchy endosperm inside that found. Instead of seed, that is the starchy endosperm found, and embryo portion is that found. Okay, so to more understand this seed biology, we will move to the next image to better understanding of the seed biology. So if they're given that seed structure, so first that is part known as seed hairs. Okay, external portion of trees, and below that it's known as endosperm. In endosperm, that starchy endosperm cell, and with starch granules, that are part known as endosperm. And after that the bran. So in bran, the pericarpus came, pericarp, epidermis, hypodermis, cross layer, tube cells, okay, tube colors, and seed coats, testa, and hyaline layer. Okay, so these are the portion of the seeds is known as part of the bran. And the third part, which the germs or embryo is found, so is that a plumule and scutellum and radical capis. Okay, so this is the seed biology, that is the portion of the seeds are found, that is divided mainly three portion: endosperm, bran, and germ. And upper side of the seeds, that is the hairs are found, and external portion of the trees. Okay, so this is the seed biology. So here we have seen that all parts of the plant, means morphology of the plant height, roots, stem and tillers, about leaves and spike and grain. So now the stages of growth. So at least 5 scales commonly are used worldwide to describe stage of growth: wheat and other small grains. The most widely used scale in the United States is the Frick's scale. Okay, Frick's scale to measure the growth of this plant. Although the Jadot's scale has more detail. Carefully study the developing crop and knowledge of factors that affect grain yield potential can enhance management, okay, and their decisions can make wheat production more profitable. So they are given some stages of wheat according to the depend on the scale. Okay, let's see which stages are coming in this field. So they're the first stage, which after the germination, that is come as tillering stage. Okay, it's come in tillering stage. So from that one shoot, okay, one shoot, after that two tillering begins, and third one tillings form, and fourth is leaf seed. Okay, and leaf seed is strongly erected. So up to leaf seed is strongly erected, that is the 5 stages are coming in tillering. Okay, after the germination, the tillering is come. Okay, the second phase of the growth of the plant is come, that known as stem extension, and in that 2 stages will come. One is the jointing, and second is booting. Jointing and booting stage. In jointing, the stage 6 means first node of stem visible. Okay, first node of stem will be visible, and stage 7 second node of stem visible, and stage 8 last leaf just visible, means up to flag leaf. Okay, up to flag leaf, which is the last leaf of the stem is visible. So up to flag leaf, That stage is known as jointing. And third is come the booting stage. So stage 9, ligule, a last leaf, and stage 10 in the boot. So that is the booting stage. That is the last leaf are matured and the head is starting that emerging. So before that heading, that finalized stage is booting. So in stem extension, the jointing and booting, the two stages are kept. After that, the heading stage. So where this the head is started to make means after that stem the pentacle has seen, okay, and in pentacle the starting that emerging head or flowering, okay. So flowering stage or making that head stage, so that is known as heading stage. And when its flower is matured, okay, or not mature, so it's going means in the grain filling stage, that milking stage, and after that duff stage, so that all stage is known as ripening stage, okay, ripening stage. So these are the growing stage of the wheat plant. So with these stages and the botany of the seeds, biology of the seeds, morphology characters of the seeds, plants, okay, leaves, we all have discussed. And with that discussion, our whatever the biology of the plant is important to know and recognize or identification of this plant for cultivation purpose, this is completed here. So after that biology, we will come in next class, we will come with that cultivation practices of that wheat cultivation. Okay, so in third portion, in third part, we will surely complete that all cultivation practices of the wheat. Okay, from that starting the climatic condition up to harvest with the management of disease and pest. Okay, so that all other things we will discuss that next in third class of that wheat or third part of the wheat. So don't move anywhere and continue watch that agriculture varsity, like, subscribe, and share this video also. So very soon we will meet again. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone.